All right, Jesse, you ready, sir?
You betcha.
All right. One out. Put the over the bench and say your full name.
Hello, can you state your name, please?
Hi, Carrie A. Ingram.
All right, Miss Ingram, give me a moment. The state is alleging 3 charges against you. 2 of them are felony allegations and 1 of them is a misdemeanor allegation. The 2 felony charges are dangerous drug possession or use and drug paraphernalia possession or use. The misdemeanor violation is driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. So what I'd like to do is handle that one first. The Class 1 misdemeanor has a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months in jail, and or 3 years of probation. There's not jail time being asked of this charge. What I'd like to do is, instead of scheduling you back to court for this misdemeanor violation, is go ahead and take a plea from you now. To do that, you would have to be willing to waive your personal appearance in court and do this by video like we're doing. Do we have your consent for that?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So that's the maximum penalty. There's not a mandatory minimum penalty, so the range is up to the court from 0 up to those maximums, excluding the jail time.
Okay.
So your options are to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty or no contest, we can do sentencing right now as well and conclude the case. If you plead not guilty, I'll schedule you back to court for what's called a pre-trial conference for the misdemeanor violation. That's where you'll meet with the prosecutor. The prosecutor will discuss the case with you, may provide you information from the police report on the misdemeanor violation.
Right.
And at the conclusion of that meeting, one of 3 things will happen. 1, the case will go to a trial. 2, the case could enter a plea agreement. Or 3, the case could be dismissed. That's only on the misdemeanor. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you also have the right to hire an attorney. In this case, since there's not jail time, a court-appointed attorney cannot be afforded to you because there's no jail time, unless you give the court another reason that you want a court-appointed attorney besides I can't afford one.
Okay.
Or you can waive the presence of an attorney and proceed forward. Do you understand that?
Okay.
So let me explain it to you. You have the 3 options about the attorney is 1, hire at your own expense. 2, give the court a reason for a court-appointed attorney. Or 3, waive the presence of an attorney. And only on the misdemeanor violation, not talking about the other ones. It's just the misdemeanor.
Well, I didn't know I didn't know that I was suspended for no fine. I didn't pay the fine for my insurance from the previous charge that I was charged from. I had no clue on that. No mail, no.
Okay, so do you want, well, so the last address that motor vehicle had may have been what we had, which was that other address on Holly that you said is no good. So you have to update your address if you move. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
suspecting those notices may have went to the previous address. I don't know. If you're not sure, then you can plead not guilty and see if that can unfold later down the road, or if you're willing to accept that as reasoning, that's up to you. I can't give you that legal advice.
Right.
So, like I say, it's class 1 misdemeanor and no jail time. It's a fine and maybe probation terms. But if you're not sure, then I'll enter a not guilty plea for you, and then you can talk to the prosecutor about that.
So if I say the no contest,
Let me tell you what the difference is. So if you plead guilty, you're admitting to the facts of the case and it's saying that I committed that violation. You have done it. You pleading no contest is not admitting or denying the facts of the case, but accepting the conviction. So it still goes down on your criminal history as a misdemeanor conviction with a no contest plea, just like it would a guilty plea, but you're not admitting or denying the facts of the case. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can get a fine and probation for for suspended license.
Correct. That is possible. You can get a probation term. You can get fined up to the $2,500 that I told you, or you can get no probation. You could get unsupervised probation. So there's a lot of things within that. So those are
I'm not on probation. I'm just not on paper, and just things are just going. They're going good. This is a little bit of a blip, but I'm good. I got a job. I got a place to live. I don't want to get probation again. This town already.
well. So this is on the misdemeanor only. It's not even counting the consideration of the felony allegation. So.
Right.
So first off, before you think about the plea, I need the decision from you
I
to
know.
waive the presence of an attorney, or I'm going to hire an attorney, or Judge, I'm going to tell you a reason why I want a court-appointed attorney at little or no cost.
Okay. I don't know if my reason would be good enough.
Well, you can let me know, and I can let you inform you whether it is.
Right. So I can't afford it. Right. This is
Okay.
the one I know.
So
That's
that's one qualification, and now we
Yeah.
need the second reason.
Well, so I was parked. I don't think this is going to count, but I was parked in a bicycle lane, and I didn't get
Okay.
nothing,
Yeah.
and they just came and ran and told the
Okay,
supervisor.
so you're talking about details of the case. That has nothing to do with whether a court will appoint you an attorney or not, okay?
Okay.
So, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but if you give me all the details now,
No, no, no,
then
no.
it will contaminate the case for if it goes to a trial later. So really,
Okay.
it's just if you don't think you did something wrong, then you need to plead not guilty, okay? If you think that you did something wrong, then you plead guilty or no contest. That's really what that comes down to. But before you do that, you need to make the decision about the attorney so I know how to proceed. For example, if you say you're going to hire an attorney or get one, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you because if I enter anything else, the attorney has no work to do for you.
Yeah.
So your choices are to waive the presence of an attorney, hire an attorney at your own expense, or give the court a reason to assign you a court-appointed attorney.
Right. And then my only reason would be I can't afford one. I can't think of.
So that's only one component. It has to be two. So if you don't have the other reasons, then
I have. I'll just.
you're limited down to waiving the presence of an attorney or
Yeah.
hiring one yourself.
Okay. I'll waive one.
All right. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Ingram, is send you a form that does two things. It waives your personal appearance for what we talked about doing this by video, and number two, it'll be a waiving of that attorney on the same form. So that will require your signature.
Okay.
All right. So now we're to the point to take a plea from you. Do you have any questions about the guilty, not guilty, or no contest plea?
No.
All right.
Oh,
How do you wish to plea on just the misdemeanors, all we're talking about?
um, I'm gonna go ahead and just say not guilty, so I
Okay.
can see how I really feel.
All right.
I
I'll
really
schedule
do
you
know
for
about it.
a pre-trial conference. That's where you're meeting with
Yeah.
the attorney
Yeah.
on February 9th at 9 a.m. And I'll give you a copy of this so you don't have to remember all of it right now.
Right.
All right. Regarding that charge, the release conditions are the following. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if your address changes. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. And do not drive a vehicle on a public roadway unless you're licensed to do so. Do you understand those release conditions?
I do.
All right. Can you comply with them?
Yes.
And you'll show up to court as ordered?
Yes.
Okay. I'll release you on your own recognizance regarding that charge.
Right.
Now we'll go to the other charges.
Okay.
All right. So again, those allegations that are made against you are dangerous drug possession or use and drug paraphernalia possession or use. Right to remain silent and counsel and right to trial on those cases. I've scheduled you for a preliminary hearing on the 26th of January at 4:00 p.m. That's to determine if there's probable cause to charge you with those crimes. So if probable cause is met at that hearing, then your case will bind over to the Gila County Superior Court. If probable cause is not met, one or both of those charges can be dismissed. There is a possibility that the case may go in front of a grand jury prior to that court date. If that is the case, you'll be notified by mail to your new address that you don't need to appear. The best thing to do is to call the business day ahead of time to find out if the hearing is still proceeding, okay?
Okay.
Your release conditions are obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription, and do not possess any firearms. On these charges, I am placing a $1,000 bond hold on you, so you'll remain in custody unless you place the bond. Being that you're remaining in custody on a felony allegation, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. So this case, since you're in custody, I'm going to send you a financial questionnaire to complete, and if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, they'll be assigned to your case once the complaint files. So let me explain the complaint filing process. Since you're in custody on the felony, the prosecutor has 48 hours, not counting weekends and holidays, to file a formal complaint against you. If they fail to do that on time, then you'll be released on your own recognizance without having to post a bond. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, and if they do file within inside that 48 hours, then your court-appointed attorney will be assigned to be made aware of your bond, your in custody status, and aware of your charges, and be in touch with you shortly thereafter. So Monday is a holiday, and unfortunately we're approaching a weekend, so it won't be until Tuesday to see if that complaint files or not. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Yep.
I do.
Okay, do you have any questions on that?
Um, if I post the bond though, okay, because I think I can post it.
Yeah, if you post the bond, then you'll be released on that bond pending the court dates.
I got I mean, it's just not good for me to be in without my medicine, with all of my goodies.
Okay. Yes, it is bail
My
bonds.
pillow, my stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. It's bail bonds eligible, and it's $1,000.
No, it'll be a private purse.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got the number right here if I'm able to call.
Yeah. Just let the detention staff know that you want to make a call, and at their convenience, they'll let you do
Yeah.
that. Any other questions in that?
My employer, so.
Okay.
No, no, sir.
Okay. Then that's all I have for you. You have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Send it to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.